Good morning, good morning, you guys. Rise and shine. Oh my goodness. This is the day that the Lord has made, so we will rejoice and be glad in it. It is Terrific Tuesday. So I just want you guys to make sure that you're sharing the live. Make sure that you are commenting back. You know what I say? I'm a Baptist preacher, so I need you to speak back to me. And so it is just a wonderful, wonderful day. And throughout the broadcast, you'll hear me telling my sister happy birthday. I believe it's Keisha Sneed's birthday. So we give a shout out to Keisha Sneed. But I want you guys to help me wish my sister, who has lived on this earth for 62 years, happy birthday. Her name is Marie. And it's exciting. I called her this morning. She sent out a text saying how excited she was to be in the land of the living. And uh, and she said she didn't really want anything. She just was thankful and grateful that she woke up this morning. And so, it made me think about how important it is to cherish our lives every day. It may not go the way that you want it to go. You may not have all the money that you want to have. Your kids might be cutting up. Your car won't start. You're late for work. You got lost your job. Whatever the case is, it's still a good day, because every day above ground is a good day. We got another day, another opportunity to do some things different that we didn't have right yesterday. Do some things different. Do better things. All we got to do is shift our mind. And so I just want to tell everybody today, it is a terrific Tuesday. Somebody somewhere want to be able to be in your shoes. Somebody somewhere want to be able to have a job that you have that you complain about. Somebody somewhere want to have a child that you complain about, but their child is dead and gone. So I just want everybody to know and understand and get in your spirit that every day that we're on top of the dirt and the dirt is not on top of us. We not only have a terrific Tuesday, but we got a terrific Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday alike. Because anytime that God has allowed us to be in the land of the living, that means that He still have purpose for us. That means that He intentionally touched you with the finger of love and started you on your way this morning. So turn your frowns upside down this morning and just smile and wink at God, because He is definitely, definitely winking at you. So I want to say good morning to everybody on the live today. Everybody, everybody. And if you don't mind, go ahead and say hello down below. Let me know that you're in the place today. But this is your morning motivation to help drive you while on your journey to abundant living. I do believe that we all have a right, the authority, and permission to live an abundant life. Abundant life meaning that we can be full of joy regardless of the situation or circumstances. Abundant living is full of love so that we're able to love those who don't love us back. That we're able to look beyond other folk faults and provide their needs, because that's what God does for us. And if we want to be the visual aid that God intended for us to be, we got to put aside all of these differences and find a common ground. And sometimes we have to make tough decisions. Sometimes we have to let some folk go that we want to hold on to. And sometimes we got to let some people in that we don't want in. That's just how life works. But today, I am so excited that my sister is in great spirits today. For you who don't know my sister, she's been through some health issues, and she just had surgery, I think about a month ago, and she is just thriving today. And I think that she helps me to see that every day is a good day. We don't have to wallow in our woes. You know, as me and Minister James was on last week, stop wallowing in your woes because you got another day. You're on top of the dirt. The dirt is not on top of you. So you got another day, regardless of what's going on in your life. You got another day, another opportunity, another chance to do some things different. And so as I go on my journey today, as you see, I am in my car, I'm driving. I was at work late last night, and I even thought to myself earlier this morning that, you know what? I ain't gonna do the talk box today. I'm looking crazy, you know, just different things. But God said you have an assignment. And so I want to remind you that because you are breathing, that means that God has given you an assignment. And we gotta stop flaking on God's assignments. We gotta stop because we're tired, because a husband ain't acting right, because kids not acting right, because they made you mad on the job. We got to quit flaking on our assignments because God intentionally woke you up this morning so that you could get it right. Somebody put in the chat, get it right. We're going to get it right. I know that it's a journey. I know that it's a process, but we got to learn how to do things that's on God's agenda. A lot of times I tell people all the time, if you want the fullness of what God has for you, then we have to learn how to walk in the fullness of his ways. And that also means that sometimes you're going to get rubbed the wrong way. Sometimes things are not going to pan out the way that you want them to. Sometimes you got to go through a divorce. Sometimes you got to lose a job. Sometimes your car got to break down. Sometimes your house might be in a wreck. But at the end of the day, God says that he can make all those things work out for your good. So I need you to, first of all, like the video. I need you to make sure you tell my sister Marie happy birthday today. It's good to see Cynthia on. It's good to see Michelle on. And my cousin Gwen up there in Ohio. And I just want to remind you guys, honey, it's tax season. So I'm going to do what God tell me to do as far as my assignment with the talk box. But that also means that, you know, I won't be so prime and pretty all the time. Okay? Just throw that out there. And for those, and I'm going to do my own commercial for a second. It is tax time. No matter what state you are in, we have been preparing returns for over 15 years. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we would love for you to join the Authentic family. All you have to do is go on my website, authentictax.com, and fill out the intake form, and we will definitely hook you up. But back to Terrific Tuesday. Why is Tuesday so terrific today? Well, we woke up this morning, right? Well, I made it safely to the job. Uh, I mean, we got to start getting to a place. Let me share something with you. Sometimes when life gets overwhelming, and sometimes when we don't know where our next how our next bill is going to get paid, we don't know what the choices of our children are. We don't know how well our business is going to perform. We don't know how well we scored on the test at school. But you don't have to know. You don't have to know. You just have to trust that God is going to work it out. This is an exciting day because God worked it out for me today. He allowed me to have breath in my body. He allowed me to speak with my sister who is celebrating 62 years here on this earth. That's right, y'all. Put it in the chat. I put it in the chat. Happy birthday, Marie. So, because it's Marie's birthday, she's on the live too. So, I'm so thankful for her this morning. But sometimes when life is overwhelming, we'll tend to forget how good God truly is. Sometimes when things aren't going right, we'll forget that He is still in control. Every day that we turn on the news, all we hear is calamity and chaos. All we hear is tragedies. But tragedies, they're commonplace, as the song says. But we need to remember that God is still in control. I know the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But God said that He sent His Son so that we could have life and life more abundant. And we are able to live the abundant life that He gave us permission to live when we get outside of how we think or feel. Because your feelings is fickle and your feelings change from day to day and sometimes moment to moment. But we cannot hold on to what we feel. We got to hold on to our faith. There was a song when I was younger. It said, I'm just holding on and I won't let go of my faith. My faith lets me know that I am blessed. Sometimes my pocketbook don't tell me that I'm blessed. Sometimes my situation and circumstance don't say that I'm blessed, but my faith says that I'm blessed. And I'm holding on and I won't let go of my faith. No, because we got to learn how to be faith walkers. Good morning, Minister Lyons. We got to learn how to be faith walkers, regardless of what you see in the natural. Start looking at things through God's lens instead of our own. Start making the hard decision and the stance that for God I live and for God I die. You might not like me for the choices that I make, but you best believe that I'm praying about everything. And for some of you who think, well, God don't have time for me. Well, the Bible tells me that God takes care of the little bitty birds in the air. So how much more will He take care of you? Sometimes we're worrying for nothing. The Bible says when they're talking about the story of Mary and Martha, when Martha had invited Jesus to her house, and Mary decided to sit at the feet of Jesus while Martha was running around like a chicken with her head cut off after she had invited some folk in. Sometimes we are overwhelmed because we have taken on assignments that God has not assigned to us. But we need to be more like Mary. And I'm so thankful that they put that story in the Bible. Because when Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus, Martha came by and said, Jesus, don't you care? Don't you care that she's letting me do all the work? Don't you care that she's not helping me? But I love Jesus's response. Jesus responded to Martha and said, Martha, Martha, you worried about the wrong thing. And some of us get worried about the wrong thing. You're worried about things that God already done worked out. You worried about stuff and situations and issues that God has allowed to come into your life with purpose. How do I know that it's purpose? I'm glad you asked. Because you said that you were tied up, tangled up, and wrapped up in Jesus. So therefore, every situation, every circumstance, every failure, every letdown, every walkout, every divorce, every job loss, every financial woes have been allowed, but He's still working it for your good. He's still working it for your good. And that's what we have to uh, uh, stand fast on, honey, because we're going to be some faith walkers in 2024. Let me remind you of my first show that I did in January 2024. I told you that I had went into my prayer closet. And during that time we were fasting and my anointing was on high. And what God told me to tell his people. Now, if you don't belong to him, this message is not for you. But if you belong to him, God said that he's going to give us more in 24, but that we're going to be responsible for the more that we get. And he said that he's going to accelerate that more. That means that if you are operating in confusion and chaos, then you're going to receive more confusion and chaos in 2024 accelerated. So I myself want to have more peace. So that peace can be accelerated. I myself want to walk in more love so that love can be accelerated and I get more. So it's our choice today what more we're going to receive. If you are full of drama, then you're going to get more drama accelerated. And so my thing is we need to get on a praise break and just start praising God for more opportunities, for more wisdom, for more love, for more joy, for more understanding, for more financial blessings and breakthroughs and rebates and checks in the mail with our names on them, and more debt supernaturally canceled out. Uh, we need to start praising God in advance because his credit is good. And so one way that we can continue to be faith walkers and to move that thing on up and be like him and accelerate our faith. Sometimes when things are going good for you, if you're having a good walk right now, you need to get out a pen and paper and get a little box. When I was younger, they used to keep, my grandma used to keep recipes down in the little box. We need to get us a little box and start writing down when God bless you, writing down when miracles come in your life. And you need to keep them in what we call a faith file, so that when the enemy come and try to shake you, when you fall up on hard times and the enemy try to get you to curse God and die, when the enemy try to get you to lay down your religion, then you need to pick up your faith file and start reading what he done for you in the past. Start reading and looking at somebody else's faith file. Because if he blessing others around you, that means that he's in the neighborhood and you're next, baby. So we don't have to get all discombobulated and toe up when things aren't going the way that we want them to go. We just need to continue to be faith walkers. Continue to open up your faith file and say, God, you did it for me then. I know you're going to do it for me now. I know that you've carried me these 62 long years, and so you ain't gave up on me yet. So I don't have to listen to the enemy. I can cast down the imagination that has tried to exalt itself against your word. Your word says that you have given us all a measure of faith. And all I need to do is continue to be a faith walker. Do I got any faith walkers up in the house today? Oh, baby, see Lake. It's good to see you today. Do I got any faith walkers in the house today? We need to get our faith file out and just remember what God did for you then. And you know what? We ain't even got to go that far back. You ain't got to go far back. Honey, he woke you up this morning. Did you have breakfast this morning? Food on your table. Ha! I know God is able. Anybody know that God is able to do anything but fail this morning? Anybody know that it's best for you to turn your frown upside down? Anybody know and understand that as long as you on top of the dirt and the dirt ain't on top of you, you all right? I know the enemy is trying to tell you that you're not all right. The enemy wants you to think that you're broke, busted, and disgusted. But you need to tell the enemy to sit down somewhere. You need to let the enemy know that I ain't out yet. Somebody put yet in the chat. Yet. That three-letter word. Because we know that the word of God told us don't grow weary in our well-doing. For in due season we shall reap if we don't faint. That two-letter word. You ain't fainting today, are you? You ain't fainting today, are you? You making sure that you're telling the devil, not yet. Not yet. My marriage ain't healed yet. I haven't got delivered yet. It's not yet, but it's coming. I'm so thankful today that I can look back over my life, and my faith file is so big to what God has done for me. He has restored me. He has delivered me from drugs. He has given me peace after a divorce. I've lost children. I've lost loved ones. I've lost my mama, my daddy. The devil want me to feel like I'm an orphan, but I can't be an orphan because I'm his child. Anybody else know that he said in his word that he would be a mother to the motherless, a father to the fatherless? But the devil wants you to think and believe that you are an orphan. The devil is a liar, because whatever you need, God's got it. If you need more in 24, I suggest that you start sowing good seeds into good ground and watch it grow. The farmer, he puts his seeds out and he don't worry about the rain. The farmer encourages the rain. Some of us is complaining about the rain that's coming in your life. But just like the farmer needs the rain for his crops to grow, God needs to allow the rain in your life for you to grow into the man or the woman of God that he already called, ordained, and designed you to be. God said, don't worry about the rain. Even the rain has purpose. Even the rain has a purpose to catapult you into where you're supposed to be. You know, I told this a little while back. I've noticed that when my money get funny, and the rain started beating on me financially, I noticed that I get creative. My creative gene don't kick up and stir up until my money get funny. That's why sometimes we need to say, like Bishop Paul Morton, let it rain. Let it rain. Because when it rains, it stirs up something in the spirit realm. When it rains in your life, your prayer life tends to be more consistent and constant. When it rains in your life, you have a tendency to cry out to God more. When it rains in your life, you start looking for a way out. Well, God said, honey, the rain ain't a problem. The rain is going to bring your solution. God want me to tell somebody that this morning. I feel it in my spirit. You might be going through something right now, and it's storming in your life. But that storm is going to stir up the solution, the resolve. You know, when a tornado come through, it tears up things, but then things come to the surface. See, sometimes God allows us to go through some storms so that some things can be tore up, so the foundation can be built up right. And so I'm just thankful today. I'm thankful that God is still in the blessing business. I'm thankful to be a faith walker this morning. I'm thankful for the ins, the outs, the ups, and the downs. How about you? I believe I feel my help coming too. I tell y'all all the time, I'm a Baptist preacher, talk back to me. But God is just good. And when we learn how to shift our focus off of the problem and shift our focus to the problem solver. When we learn how to look at that glass as being half full instead of half empty. Yeah, that's when you'll walk in the abundant life. I need for everybody to go ahead and like the video. I need you to really go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, the TalkBox Sonja G. I appreciate that. But it's Terrific Tuesday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's funny how when in the natural, we don't feel like pushing on. But when you continue to just push past your pain, your problems, your pressure, and pursue your purpose, that's abundant living. That's abundant living. I also want to encourage everyone that need their taxes prepared. I'm your girl, Sonja G, here on the Talkbox, but I'm also authentic, baby. Authentic tax, the real tax place, regardless of where you are in the United States. We have over 15 years of serving the community and serving the entire United States. You don't have to come into the office. Everything is done online now. And we would love to let you join the authentic family. So you guys, I am so thankful for you guys pepping me up this morning. And naturally, I was trying to drag a little bit. But I'm also getting ready to shoot a flyer out. You know, last week we had all the first ladies on. Now we want to hear from the men. We want to ask, Adam, where are you? Where are the men? So when you see that nomination flyer go out, please nominate a wise man of God. They don't have to be a pastor. They don't have to be suit, tie, whatever, but men of wisdom. Good husbands, good fathers, if you know some good fathers, good mentors. So when you see that flyer, please, ma'am, please, sir, nominate so that we can get the good wisdom here on the Talkbox. I'm your girl, Sonja G, here on the Talkbox, reminding you that it is Terrific Tuesday, and I have had a wonderful time with you guys on today. Thanks for coming by. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, listening to the Talkbox with Son. Yeah, listening to the Talkbox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it.